Good morning. We've got to go get the goats moved. It's just now kind of getting daylight, and we're moving them towards the Billies. So it's critical that I'm down there kind of early, because that helps them kind of, before they get up and kind of get their own ideas about what they want to do, it helps them come when I start calling them. So I've got the golden crack available. Oh yeah, they like it that much. So that'll help at least give them a little treat once I get it done. And then we've got to get the Mashona cows with the Mashona Angus cross heifers in and sort them up. Now I've got a problem with the pins, and I don't need to move any panels or anything like that. It's just I can't get anything in there until I do something. So anyway, I'll show you in a little bit, but it's just a wreck. But I got a fix for it, and I'll give you a hint. It's 15 feet. Stay tuned. Let's go get the goats. Looky there. I didn't even need the golden crack this morning. This ain't gonna be all of them. They're really splitting. Let me get over here for her. Come on, girls. Yeah, gotta. Get the gate for them. This is just a small group. This is the problem I'm having right now. Boy, they're real. Yeah, gotta. Come on. Yeah, gotta. Come on. Yeah, gotta. Yeah, gotta. Come on, ladies. Oh, yeah. What do you say, Darkness? You notice Darkness has weaned her baby. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Gotta. Blue, where's the rest of the goats, Bubba? What do you say, buddy? What do you say? Hello, Red. Hello, Red. Okay, so we've got 85 goats here, maybe. Where's your goats? Did you leave them? All right, I'll run down there and get them. Where's your goats, buddy? Where's your goats? Hello, Indy. You coming back to help us? Where the goats? Where the goats? Hey, look at that. Two little groups right there. There's some more coming from the trees right over here. Yeah, gotta. Gotta. What do you say, old man? You know, I've decided to start calling this dog right here just the old man. I can really tell he's an old soul. And then Buddy was that other one. Come on. Yeah, gotta. Hey, you two cut that out. You can see them coming way down there at those far trees. God, they're spread out everywhere. That's good and bad. I'll be anxious to get them down to the wintering area where it's a little more controlled. We did this last rotation a little bit different because we were going to be moving through here so fast. So we didn't do all of our splits, which our splits are to control the time that we're in a specific section and to give us extra rest when we come back to help with the parasites. And since we're not going to be coming back for a while, that wasn't an issue. So we were just trying to time it to get them through here to where we can kind of get them out of these pastures while we start hunting. They're coming. I'm kind of looking and focusing for double ear tags. That's the new group that we purchased. Or they're a green tag that's older does. And here's some, by older, I mean older than this year's babies. So I see some in there. And they're, you know, you can see them strung out that way. But I know that we're going to have to go back and we're going to find some stragglers, just the way they've been kind of browsing around. But we're going to give them all a chance to kind of gather right here. And then we'll take them up to the gate. Let's go, ladies. There comes some stragglers right over there. Hey, back over there, they're coming. Oh, a bunch of them. Good night. It's so hard to tell if you have them all. Oh yeah. That was quick, wasn't it? That's what we like. I'm gonna make a quick run through the pasture, make sure I didn't miss anything. Then we're on to the pens. Here's the problem. How you gonna sort cattle in this? I'm 6'4". It is going to be impossible. Okay, there's the pens. You can see the top of those gates way over there. If you remember when we sort out those gates. And you can see those weeds and how tall they are right there. There's also some sorghum in there that's grown. We need to get that down because that'll kill them. It's not necessarily a bad thing to see that. It lets you know what you can produce if you increase your stock density. And before these weeds had grown, there was unbelievable forage that had grown that was grass. So you can kind of see some Bermuda grass underneath it. There's Johnson grass in there. It's just a good test. They actually call it, Ian refers to it as crawl them, put them in a corral, and then that gives you an idea what your place will do. If you can put them in a corral overnight or for a 3 or 4 hours, depending on the size and how tight they are, and then leave it fenced off, it'll give you an idea what your whole property might do if you increase your stock density to that rate. So let's see if we can get this stuff straight at all. Okay, this will do. The cattle can get in here and we can handle them without having to wade through and not know where everything is. But I wanted to show you a little bit about what an enclosure or a crawl, as Ian Mitchell Ennis says, does. We're in a severe drought. You saw all the growth in here. This is the roots on these plants. Any of you guys that are into cover crops and Gabe Brown and having something living with living roots in the soil, let's see what this one looks like. Look at that. Look at that soil. Is it better to have that or have sprayed all those? Those are weeds. That's actually pigweed right there, which is an outstanding food source. Is it better to have sprayed all those and have all your grasses brown and dormant, or have something green with living roots in the soil? I don't know. I know what I prefer, but that doesn't mean it's right. So do an enclosure if you have the ability. Increase your stocking rate tremendously inside the enclosure. Leave them for a short amount of time. Get out, fence it off, give it rest, and see what it does. Straight from Ian Mitchell Ennis is who taught everybody that, because they had to do it in South Africa to protect their animals from the predators and to protect their animals from thieves. So they would pin them every night in a different spot, and this is what they learned. So thanks to him for sharing it with all of us Americans. We're doing the same thing to these little traps, which is our lane, our entrance to the pens. And then we're going to do this one over here. You can see the weeds are just as high, and this isn't necessarily so we can pin them through here, but it is if we end up using this trap over here. I'll need to be able to put them back in the pens down that way if they're back here. So which means I have to gather this. So if I have to gather it, I don't want them to be able to get in those weeds and stand there and me never know where they are. So I'm gonna knock them down. Okay, so we got her done. We're not gonna have time to go ahead and bring them in today, so it's probably gonna be tomorrow. But watch for that on an upcoming video. Like I said, we're gonna be sorting the Mashona cows and calves off, and then Mashona Angus cross heifers. So if you want to see Mashona stuff, watch for the next video. I think that's probably when it'll come out. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you got something out of it. Hopefully you maybe were entertained a little bit, but we do appreciate it. We'll catch you next time.